Okay, I'm sitting on my rocking chair underneath my front porch. And you see right there, I have a rope wrapped around the post coming up the steps so that when the cats come and eat and they like to scratch on something, they use that as a scratching post instead of my posts that support the porch. And it works out fine. We have a good understanding now that that's what they can scratch their claws on. And these are cats that just come and eat. I have no idea who they belong to, but they like to come and have their dinner here. Some of them like to have their breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. And here's my hanging plant that I love that I got from work. One of my co-workers' daughters were having a fundraiser at school, and so I bought one of the plants that were being sold. And this is how close my neighbors are. My neighbor, I should say, is where Tony lives, and he's wonderful. Over there is where behind those bushes and that little shed over behind Tony's house is where the raccoons live. And this is in the back where we hide stuff. There's a little shed and the bins for grass and whatnot. But let's go down the stairs here. Take a look at what I've got. This is my big lilac tree that I just love. Gives me beautiful violets every year. This in a pot right here is a Virginia creeper and a tree. Not sure. I think it's a hawthorn tree. Neighbor boy Dell and I used to call it a poisonberry tree. This has the red berry, the orange berries. But it's the Virginia creeper's growing like crazy. It looks a little slumped right now. It's because I watered everything a little while ago. And my little plants. I bought this one. I've had it now for a couple of years. I think somebody gave me this one. I'm not sure. But it's happy. It comes up every year. Winter's over well. And I have a little shady oasis right here. Here's my bird feeder. That gets a workout for sure. I have ivy growing in the bottom here. I have my hose out because I just got through watering everything. But everything's green and fresh. This is my rhododendron, which gives me gorgeous, beautiful flowers every single year. I just got through mowing the lawn with my new electric mower. It seems to be doing a very good job. And a couple years ago, when we had almost a foot and a half of snow, this is where our tool shed used to be. We finally got it hauled out and taken to the dump, and a lovely friend of mine gave me 3 beautiful flowering bushes. This one right now is the one that's flowering. And I planted grass here where the shed used to stand. I have a little white bench here. Usually I put the raccoon food underneath the bench to protect it from rain, and they come and eat. I haven't fed them yet today, but I feed the raccoons once a day. And again, they live down there in the bushes. I have a very serene little Buddha right there. And I hope to get an arbor of some kind and plant back here and put the Virginia creeper at one end of the arbor and let it grow up and over. It's kind of hard to tell which is the tree and which is the Virginia creeper over here on Tony's lot, but this big bunch of leaves right here, that's the Virginia creeper going up the cherry tree. And during autumn, the leaves turn bright red, just gorgeous leaves. And it's a sure sign of autumn. And this is what I'd like to have going on right here with a trellis or an arbor. And I think it would be great. And over here is the shed that we built to replace the one that used to be right there. And this tree right here, it's like a big giant bush, but it is a tree. It's a flowering plum tree, and it completely fell to the ground and got crushed knocked over in a windstorm, ice storm. Now it's grown up and giving us more shade. Here's a little something I planted, about a month ago. I just picked some blossoms off, nipped them in the bud, so to speak, to help them gain a little strength and blossom some more. I like to hide little goodies like this in the bushes, like this little guy here. Isn't he cute? So this is what I see when I stand behind all of this stuff. You can hear the air conditioner going in Gregor's room. And we hide the garbage bins and whatnot, recycle bin and the grass recycle right there. And coming over on the other side, this is where I have my power mower all wrapped up in tarps, and it'll winter over the few months right here along with my wheelbarrows, because I have my electric mower in the shed now. And I'll continue to use the power mower for the first couple of mowings during early spring, because it's kind of tough mowing, and I don't want to do that to my new electric mower. I keep my shed locked up. Got some more pots for plants. Lots of holly in the back here. And this tree right here, this one kind of scares me. It is massive, as you can see. It just keeps going, and it is completely engulfed by ivy. And my fear, it's a cherry tree, my fear is that one of these winters, one of our severe windstorms that we get, is going to knock it over onto our house, because it's very, very close. Right here, at this point, which is still our lot, over on the other side is city property. This chain link fence goes all the way across. You can't see it because of the sticker bushes and trees, but that's a sewer plant, a Buckley sewer plant right there. And it's very quiet, very peaceful. Sewer doesn't make a lot of noise. You can tell that it's sewer sometimes, but it's right there. And it's a nice place for coyotes and wildlife and various critters to feel safe and come and visit. These trees, they're growing like crazy. They look great. They don't give us a whole lot of shade. But as you can see, my Shasta daisies are growing like crazy. They come up every year. I'm thrilled. Not too thrilled about what I have to look out and see over here. The neighbors, but I'm trying to not say too much about that. And obviously by the two cars, you can see that Gregor is visiting us this weekend. That's his silver Honda next to Frank's little PT Cruiser. And look at my Shasta daisies. I'm so pleased with them. They're so faithful. This is another shrub that was given to me at the same time those other three shrubs were given to me. It was kind of a hasty transplant, and I'm going to be doing some heavy pruning on this guy, but in the meantime it's surviving, so I'm really pleased. This right here is my mother's rose that survived the trauma of transplant. And more Shastas, aren't they pretty? And this is another one of my mother's roses that survived the transplant, so I'm tickled. I'm very pleased. So isn't that a nice carpet of flowers? This is what I love to drive up and see every summer. My back porch is going to get a complete scrub down, pressure washed, and a new paint job in August. It'll be nice. Frank and I are going to take care of that. My driveway is our driveway is gravel on the back side. This is what I consider the back side of our house. It's not the front, even though it's what we drive up to and see first. That's our bedroom right there. We've got the air conditioner going there. Now you can see a better look. It's pretty, isn't it? I love coming up. It's like a little cottage. And on this side is it's great big hedge. I trimmed that. Frank helped me a little bit because I was kind of squished between the house and the brush. Couldn't move. And these are my little flowers that I planted this year, which I'm really pleased. This is a chrysanthemum that I planted last year, and it came up, and the little guy right there next to it with all the buds, that's coming up. This guy just, the bees just love it. Just love it. And then here we are coming back around the side here. And that is the full circle of my little home, our little home. And Frank and I are very happy here. We enjoy living here. And it's peaceful, and it's sweet, and it's clean, and it's ours.